There we go. Now we are recording. We are recording. So welcome everyone to Gratitude Happy Hour. I'm Janelle. I haven't met Lori. I don't think we've met yet. So it's so nice to see your face. Welcome. Jessica, I don't think we've met either.
I haven't yet. It's nice to meet you. I was excited. I'm like, oh, I haven't met Janelle. Cool.
Yes, yes. So welcome. We've got Fran and Valerie together in the same room. So yeah, we're just kind of starting, I'm going to look at this chat because if I don't, yes. Okay. Just kind of sharing things that we're grateful for, whether that's through the VFit community or just life in general. And whatever it is that's on your heart, it's just kind of a time and space for us to get to know each other and learn a little bit more about each other. So I always like to start with at least saying your name and then where you're from, because I know I'm still learning where everyone is currently living. And I just I may have heard it before, but I can never, it's hard for me to remember it all. So I wish I had a better memory these days, but yeah, so anybody, I can go, or if someone has something they want to share and introduce themselves, we would love to hear from you. So we've got Jessica. I'm reading the comment. She's trying to get her daughter to go to sleep. I love it. Hopefully your daughter is sleeping away soon, Jessica. She's in the East Bay area in California, so we have a lot of people in the East Bay. And anyone else want to share where they're from? Toby?
Toby, I'm in Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I'm originally from Southern California, but I've been in Ohio for a long time.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
How did you get to Ohio?
I was working for a software development company in Southern California that ran out of work, and they lent us a bunch of us out to the branch that was doing some work with ODOT. And at the end of the year, they were supposed to bring us back, but they didn't have any more work. So we all just said, just leave us here. There's work and it's nice. And that's kind of it.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah. I do
got
like
Lori.
it.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. Do you guys have snow yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
No. No.
I know. Sorry for asking. I didn't want to put that out there.
No. We've got a lot of rain, but no snow yet.
Okay. I love it. Hi, Lauren. Welcome. So, yes, we're just sharing. And originally I'm from Southern California, and I have just recently moved to Bishop, California. Okay. So I am now newly relocated in the mountains where my heart is at, and moved here in March and really officially landed here, I would say, when my job started in August. So that's where I am at.
Where in Southern California?
I lived in Acton, California, which is kind of a small town in between Palmdale, Antelope Valley, and Santa Clarita. So just kind of north of LA. Okay.
I was from Long Beach, which is south of LA.
Yes. Not too far. Not
very far.
Do you want me to go? Since you haven't met.
Yes, come on in, Lori.
I live in Reno, and I grew up in Northern California, just like 2 hours from here. Raised my kids in Truckee up on the hill. Bishop's beautiful, good call there. And I haven't been to Ohio where Toby is, but
before I got moved here, I couldn't pick it out on a map if my life depended on it.
It's next to Illinois. I know that.
That was more than I knew.
Yeah, there you go. But I've been in VFit. I'm one of the OGs. I've been in VFit since before VFit was born. I started out with the resets that Rochelle did with another fitness friend that she had, I think also from Southern California, actually. So we would do the quarterly resets. And my daughter, Brianna, suggested it for me because I was going through what I thought was perimenopause. It turned out that was before I ended up with a autoimmune condition. So it was a good journey to kind of figure that out through a more health focused perspective. I also know Tracy because Brianna also got Tracy in it. She lives down in Chico. We have a house in Chico, family in Chico. But today I'm really grateful I'm usually always grateful for family and how strong we are. We have a really strong, supportive family. And today's gratefulness comes out of that. My husband had what was supposed to be this minor surgery on his lower back. He's having a lumbar problem. And they did this minor surgery, and I'm thinking it's just going to be this tra-la thing. I'm going to get him out of there. We're going to go feed him a burger or something and come home. And they said not to feed him too much or he'd hurl. And when we got him home, his incision was oozing because they don't stitch them now, they tape them. And the incision is only like this big, but it wasn't staying stuck. So my daughter-in-law, and the reason we live in Reno is because my son was in the Air Force in Minot, North Dakota. Now that's a place. Moved back here after the Air Force, met his wife who's from Reno, and they've been married now like 4 years. They have a little girl, about to have a second little girl. So that's why we're in Reno instead of moving to Chico, which is where we were gonna go. And she's a nurse practitioner. So she came and redressed the wound, told us we had pain meds at the pharmacy we didn't even know about. Then the pain prescription wasn't something they could do. Like it was how many he had in one day was too many milligrams. So then she phoned in a new prescription. I'm like, I'm so glad that we have you in our family.
How handy.
So nurse practitioner Kristen Bowman Lee is my gratitude for today, because now he's totally content. You can see him over there in his recliner watching football, and I'm not scrambling around worrying about that drip of blood down his back. So it's all good. Life's good. And I'm here saying I'm grateful. I'm standing in Walmart going, I'm not going to get to do my gratitude thing that I wanted to do today. So happy to make it. And hi, ladies.
Awesome. Everything worked out perfect. That's a good gratitude. And we're happy you're here. I'm happy you're here because I got to meet a new VFitter that I haven't met yet. So that's awesome.
New old VFitter. Yeah.
Yes.
Rochelle we didn't get it too long because she was pregnant with Weston. And we did a little short stint of personal training. And then, that's when she said, well, I'm working on this other thing. So, I'm putting it all together. So if you want, I'll just take my time with to have Weston, and then you can join the new thing. And I'm like, yeah, I'm down. Let's try it. So I'm a real fan of all the yoga. That's a thing that really energizes my body. And now I'm trying to get in more of the strength training. But probably not going to be a star jumper or a major burpee person. Maybe someday. I can do a lot of light burpees where you barely move.
I think that's one of those things you either are or you aren't.
Yeah, exactly. I can do a
burpee
star jump. I can lift one foot and look really good, but yeah. So.
Baby steps, baby steps.
Well, Lori, you should take the classes I take because that's what I have to do.
Lovely.
Tell Toby, Christine Hubler is from Southern California and lives in Ohio.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I did not know she was originally from Southern California.
Because I am from Southern California.
Oh.
Moved to Oregon, and now it was a good move because we're near our son and grandkids, but it wasn't a good move because my husband hates the winters. So we winter in Arizona and we summer in Oregon.
That's perfect. That's the perfect.
That sounds nice.
We're here now in Arizona, but I can't remember why did we come, but anyway, but anyway, just for the month, we're going home for the holidays and then we'll come back. And I'm grateful for this little gal sitting next to me. She makes my life so much easier. And she says that. She said something the other day and I said, oh, it's been horrible. When she got off the plane, I said, that's been horrible. And she said, why? And I said, because you haven't been here to make my life easier. Anyway, and And I'm very grateful for VFit. And you've all heard that, and I'm sure you're sick of hearing me say it, but it's just, in fact, at dinner tonight, I turned to Valerie. I said, Valerie, I think I'll shoot for 1,000 classes. And my husband and her looked at me like, what? I don't know how many I have now, but what the heck, I can shoot for it.
You can make it, Fran. I know you could do it.
No, you will make it, Fran. I'm going to look it up now.
Yeah.
It's
I think I'll make it
one class
someday,
at a
but I
time.
have no idea when.
I'm not Janelle is very close to 1,000.
Oh, cool.
I'm not even there. I'm like in the 700s.
Yeah, but you take so many, I mean, you have to teach so many.
No, that doesn't count. It's
I know it
different.
doesn't count.
If it counted, you'd be at like 5,000.
I don't know how you could work that out, because it's not fair if the trainers get, credit for all the classes they teach, but in a way it's not fair that they don't. So
Well, because it's different for us showing up to take a class, and that's what it is. Showing up to take a class shows that you, like, when you teach, you have to be there. Like, you don't have, so I feel like showing up to take a class is a different commitment. And I think the trainers can vouch. So I think it holds us to a different, and it's something different. You don't have to think about it. It's different, but I know what you mean. But we will say how many we've taught soon. We'll announce those numbers.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right, Fran. Oh, shoot. I've had a glass of wine. This is harder to look up.
oh.
I love it. Well, yes. Anybody, Valerie, did you want to share? I know you're next to Fran, not my sister Valerie, the other Valerie, Valerie S.
Sure. VFit has been amazing for me. You all probably don't know my story, but my son was killed in a car accident 2 years ago.
So sorry.
He was 18. And life has just been hard, I guess, and emotional, and all the feelings. But I got into caregiving and got to meet Fran, who I love and has been so supportive. And then she showed me about VFit, and I just feel that being physically healthy is helping me emotionally.
Oh, I'm sure.
And I'm excited to see where this journey is going to take me from here. I just started my first grief group after 2 years. And that's really hard, very emotional. But I have Fran here, and when I go to her house, and I can tell her all the feelings, and we can work out together. And so thank you for your support and letting me be a part of VFit.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. I'm so sorry, and sending you like huge hugs.
Yes.
Just thankful to hear you say that you're feeling when you're physically active and being able to move, that's supporting you with your emotional health. It is so important. And I think a lot of us can relate to that right now in a big way. So I appreciate you kind of opening up and sharing, because I know I didn't know that. And thankful that you have Fran, who I know makes me laugh so much and brings a smile and humor. So I'm glad that you're here, and you were able to find VFit. So thank you, Fran, for bringing Valerie in.
I feel like you're each other's guardian angels. You're
Yes.
yes.
The truth. Who thought the girl she replaced just quit overnight? And we said, what happened to her? And they said, well, she just didn't think she was a fit with you. And I said, okay. So they said, we're going to send out Valerie. I think you'll like her. Well, my husband and I both fell in love with her.
So how long's Valerie been with you?
Well,
Yeah.
only 4 months, maybe.
Since like, May or June.
Oh, okay. I felt like she had, okay, because I knew parts of the story and I thought she's just been there forever. And
No, it's
like-
all you.
We both think God put us in each other's lives.
oh, 100%.
And I mean, and the reason is that she makes me a better Christian. And I try to make her stronger in a way, in a
Mhm.
way that counts.
Yeah, definitely. We encourage each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
I love it.
Oh, I sent you your package, Fran, and I did send a little extra gift for Valerie in it. So give it to her when you
Send
get it.
to Oregon.
Yeah, it'll be there when you get back.
Good. Great.
Hi,
The
Erica.
power of VFit.
Yes.
Yes.
Fran
Hi, Teresa.
accidentally, okay, so funny story, Fran accidentally, well, she sent my kids a gift, but then she had her next package, you know how Amazon doesn't like, you have to re-default it to your address. So I got her next shipment of like vitamins and stickers and stuff, so, and tea bags. And so then I had to go, but it gave me, I sent you guys a few little gifts in there, so.
Oh, great.
Aw, thank
Because
you.
those stickers, I sent your kids stickers, but I also ordered stickers for GSD. And so my stickers ended up at your house. So
Okay.
Love it.
They're on their way
Well,
back.
Welcome, Teresa. Welcome, Tiffany. I know you guys just kind of popped in when Valerie was sharing. We're happy you guys are here. So anyone else want to come in and share? The floor is open, just kind of sharing where you're from and anything on your heart, things that you're grateful for. Jessica.
I'll pop in now that I'm out of my daughter's bed. My kids are like early to go to bed, and I'm like, oh, all right, I can sign in. And then like literally I was signing in and she's like, Mommy, can you lay with me? So I'm Jessica. I am a sorority sister of Rochelle's. So know Rochelle from a long time ago. And it was funny. I think it was Lori, you were talking about like Reno and Truckee and Chico. And I was like, oh, these are all places so close to my heart. My parents have a place in North Shore, Tahoe. So I grew up like spending so much time up in North Shore and Truckee. And so those are places very close to my heart. But so I am, like I said, found VFit through Rochelle, probably when VFit had been open about 6 months. I had just, so every time VFit has a birthday, it's also right after my daughter's birthday. My daughter was born in August, so she just turned 6 and VFit just turned 6. So Rochelle opened VFit really shortly after I had my first. And so I wasn't ready to work out yet. I kind of had seen her posts and wasn't quite ready. And then when she was about 6 months old, I was like, all right, I'm not getting back to the gym. I need to do something. And so was doing great and was loving it. And then just life with a toddler and first time mom. And as she got more active, I got lazier in my workouts, and the whole at home thing was not working for me because I wasn't motivating myself. And the community wasn't as big, and I hadn't gotten as integrated into the VFit community. And so, and Rochelle was funny. I don't know if you're still on here, Rochelle, or not, but I'm on my iPhone, so I can't say her on, but she was like, okay, but you're going to be back. And I'm like, okay, I'm sure I will, and sure enough, fast forward, I had my second baby. And then there was definitely no way I was getting to the gym. I did go to the gym interim and was doing some other stuff. And then after having the second, there was no way I was getting back to the gym. And so I was like, Rochelle, I'm back. And so signed back up, and I never looked back. And it's just been, actually it was when I was pregnant with my second, I think, or I don't know what I was doing, but I was actually went through my whole second pregnancy with VFit. And so it was just so great to be able to do it. And I love having my girls be able to watch it, and they join me for classes sometimes. And just the flexibility and I just love everything about it. And we speak so highly of the community. And I think the people I've met through VFit, it's so true. there's just such a special person that is in VFit. And I feel like every single person I've met through VFit, virtually or in person, has been so incredible. And one of the best things I think I've ever done was the 100-day challenge, the first one, because it happened during COVID. And my team, like, we got each other through COVID. Like, we became so close. I don't think anyone's here, but I mean, they're some of the closest women in my lives. And we stayed together for the second 100-day challenge, and just and added some additional members. And those additional members have just, I mean, we merged and we clicked, and we Marco Polo all the time. And we've gone hiking and we meet up. And, one of the members and I actually attend the same church that I happen to also teach at the school there. And so today when I was leaving, I hear Jessica in the parking lot, and it was Linda Allen, and she just ran over and we got to hug. And I was heading to an appointment, and she had just gotten out of a Bible study, but we were able to just hug. And my mom happened to be there picking up my daughter, who my mom also VFits, and my sister VFits. And it's just such a family thing. And so I was like, oh, Linda, this is my mom. And she's like, oh, I recognize you. And, it's just so fun. And people that VFit truly are special people. And it's just such a special community. And I credit all of the trainers so much. So I know I just see Janelle and Lauren and Rochelle. I don't know if anyone else is here, but I just want to say thank you so much to all the trainers, because you guys are amazing and motivating, and just, I can't say another word besides special. Like, it's just, I try to explain VFit to people, and I'm like, you just have to experience it, because it is just amazing. So thank you to all of you, and to everyone on here that I haven't met yet. I look forward to hopefully crossing paths at some point. And I'm going to stop rambling now.
Oh, you're so sweet. Yes, I was just going to say, Val, you were thinking the same thing as me. Give Linda big hugs from us. That just made my heart, like, yeah, just hearing that you got to hug her and I love that.
Just to give a brief update on Linda, she is doing really, really well. So those of you that do know her story and stuff, she's just doing incredibly. And her husband's service was last Friday, and Linda Smith, Munyon, and myself were able to attend. And it was such a special, he was an incredible man. And it was very, very apparent. There was over 200 people there. And it was just, I mean, we laughed, we cried, it was so special. And she even spoke, and then her son spoke, and it was beautiful. So.
Awesome. Anyone else want to come in and just share their gratitude? Kind of anything on their heart?
Yes. And I want Teresa, Erica, I want to hear from you girls, because I always work out with you, but I don't get to hear from you all. So I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Yeah, no, I wanted to say hi because I haven't really met anybody. I was so excited to see that you all were going to do this, because I'm like, oh yay, now I can actually like talk to somebody and have like a little bit more of an exchange, because there's always, the time frame for the class. So I am I'm a psychologist in Northern California. I live in the Sacramento area. I'm married. I have 3 boys. Yeah. So I know some of y'all are up here somewhere. Yeah. And I learned about VFit from April Bean. So do you all know April? Like, does that name ring a bell?
Hey, Teresa, that's my sister.
Whose sister?
Lauren, me. Yeah.
That's your sister. Okay.
That is a small world. Oh my gosh. I'm like, what?
That's my
Awesome.
Yeah, that's
nice.
right.
That's your aunt. Yes. So April,
funny.
Our kids went to the same kindergarten. So yeah, so we're a Golden Valley family in Orangevale. So
oh my gosh.
So funny. Yeah, I just, I met April and we'd chat because our kids were in kindergarten, and she would tell, you should be wearing like the VFit clothes, and then, she's like, oh yeah, VFit. And she's telling about, I'm like, that sounds like kind of exactly what I need, because all the pieces are there for me. I just like really appreciate it because of the like getting all the pieces. I don't even need to tell you all. I think like it's just like it's got it all, and I'm like, yeah, this works for me. So I had some health issues come up, like midlife, you get health issues. I developed glaucoma. I had some like inflammatory stuff, and just really came to a place where I was like, yeah, I gotta change my approach to my body and my
self-care. And it's just been really hard to figure out how to actually make that happen and change your lifestyle, but this is like the thing that makes it accessible. So I'm enjoying it. I'm hoping that, like it's not just beginner's momentum or whatever, but it really will stick. I think that it feels like it's the thing that feels accessible and doable for me, at least right now. So I'm digging it. Yeah, it's good. I'm glad to be here. I overworked my back a bit. I've been going slow the last couple of weeks, but kind of building back up. So thanks for having me.
I love it. What a connection. That's so cool. So cool. I loved hearing that story and that connection. Erica, Tiffany, you coming in, sharing?
I can go. Oh, do you want to go?
Go for it. Go for it.
All right. Well,
Burpee competition.
I who clicked unmute first. Sorry, I can teach, or I could talk to like 13-year-olds all day, but I get nervous doing these things. Yeah, I mean, COVID, I think the positive thing is VFit, because a mom had posted in some sort of mom group about it. And so I was like, all right, well, I'm home, might as well try something. And I was always like into sports, and so it was a natural working out. And so I never had to I did some boot camp classes after college, but I never had to work out for anything. And then after having my son, I don't know, some people's bodies just go right back to it, and that's not me. And so I was struggling, and I didn't know what to do, because trying to run on my own was not my jam, and did not work out either. So this clicked with not having to leave and have all this extra planning, who's gonna get the dog and get the toddler and do all that stuff. And so this works for me to get up. I can do it whenever. And also I talked about this very briefly last night in Lauren's, the sip-in stretch, just the accountability of, even if I'm late to classes, which I'm always late to 5:30, the accountability that someone is, you guys are always all right, Erica, good morning, you're here. And so that's helpful, especially if I say in a Facebook post, I'm going to be somewhere or I'm going to take that class. It makes me actually get up and take it, even though I really don't want to get up at 5:30. So I don't know how all you guys get up and teach those classes and be motivating, because it is hard, and I appreciate it all. And it is really what gets a lot of us up and out of bed each day. So thank you. Props to you all.
And Erica, when I called you out last night about being late, I hope you weren't offended. I just thought you'd laugh. Okay. I was like, oh yeah, guys, she's always late.
No. Yeah, totally. It's okay. I was telling my coworker about my son getting in trouble at preschool, and our principal walks in and they go, oh yeah, Erica was just telling us about her son getting kicked out of class. I was like, oh my gosh, let's not lead with that one. I'll tell you, I don't care, but oh my God. So no worries. I'm late. I'm always all right, when's the last second I can get out of bed? So
Okay.
There's a reason why I take evening classes.
And I was going to say,
Me
you
too.
cannot be late to a 5:30 a.m. class, even if you're there at 5:58.
Oh, it's not that late. It's just, but then you notice when she comes in, because she makes an appearance. It's
I know, but
grand entrance.
So it's
Huge props, because going through COVID, you always worked out at 6:30. I mean, you were a morning person, but to have to make that adjustment, that's a big deal. So you've done a huge job, and I'm so proud. And yeah, Toby, you're consistent in the evenings, but yeah, Erica, you're awesome. And that was fun to hear from you.
Erica, I have to ask really quick. Are you a middle school teacher? Erica?
yeah,
Ooh.
I'm
Okay. What subject?
I teach science and
Okay.
forensics. So it's crime scene.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
That's fun.
With
I
little
teach middle
stuff.
I teach middle school math. This is my first year doing middle school. So when you said I can be in front of 13-year-olds, I'm like, ooh, she's middle school.
I was
Yeah.
a substitute teacher for 4 years.
Subbing is hard because you get all of the behavior.
Yeah, but I tried not to do middle school. Middle school kids do not like substitute teachers. And,
Oh,
yeah.
I love it. Love it. Erica, yeah, you're never late unless you don't show up, then you're late. That's
There
my
you go.
motto.
There you go.
Well, I slept in today, so I felt like I had to make it to tonight because I didn't do anything this morning. So I think I actually try and avoid cardio blasts. It's like, oh, what is the day I miss the most? Probably that. So sorry, Maria.
Love it. Tiffany, come on in.
Thank you. It's funny because I was a teacher for years and I subbed for a while and I was deathly afraid of the middle schoolers.
Yep, I totally get that.
And they're bigger than me, half of them. So I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this anymore. So yeah, kudos to all of you middle school teachers. Truly, you are a gift to the world. So yeah, I'm Tiffany. I live in Bend and in Oregon. And I am Marcia's daughter. I saw Fran is on here. And my mom just loves you, Fran. She loves all you coaches too. And I actually didn't get to meet, but connected with Rochelle years ago through my business of H2O at home, and then heard that she was starting something exciting. And that was super fun for me to then follow on Facebook all these years. And fortunately, I've always been really blessed to have amazing exercise connections, I guess. When I lived in South Lake Tahoe for years, I had this incredible group of ladies and we got together, a bunch of us moms with a trainer in the mornings, and the kids would run around and play while we got some amazing coaching and training and workouts in. And then we moved, and again, we were blessed with an incredible gym community where it was very family centered and our kids could go and play while we worked out, and my husband and I could do classes together and we loved it. And then we moved again to Bend during COVID, and it was a little cray cray and I needed accountability for sure. None of the gyms were open, and I finally saw another post that Rochelle was doing about her VFit. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to try it. And yeah, I have not looked back, and I do tell everyone about it, and so grateful that my mom joined. She absolutely loves it. And it's fun for us because we live in different states to meet up on classes. And so I am just incredibly grateful for all of the trainers' hearts being willing through COVID to encourage everyone and keep us like excited to join classes. And for me, mornings I homeschool. And so I feel like if I don't start my morning with a class, my kids are in for it. I really need that release in the morning for me to get my head in the game. And I just appreciate that I can work it around my kids' school or, plug it in where I can. And I was so disappointed because I wanted to get here at 8 tonight and completely spaced. So I apologize for showing up so late.
Where does your mom, I didn't know you lived in different states, because where does she live?
She's in Washington.
Is it driving distance?
Yeah, it's about, for us, it's about 7 hours without all the fun stops with kids. It's usually more like 8.5, 9. But
I mean, I know Oregon and Washington. I didn't realize. Oh, you guys are together a lot. I love that. I love your mama too.
We are.
And
so
I love
blessed.
the small world because, oh.
yeah, because Cece lives in Bend.
Yeah, I was going to say Cece's in Bend, also in Bend, and my niece is in Bend.
Oh, fun. I've never met Cece, and I actually have only done a couple of her classes. I guess it's just the timing doesn't work.
Okay, so when your mom visits you next, you have to go visit Fran because she's right there.
I've already talked about it because because we're going to meet at this restaurant in Sisters which is the next town over. And because I know this great restaurant. So she goes, oh, we can meet there.
So,
So-
Fran, are you in Redmond?
Yes, we're in
Okay.
yes, Eagle Crest.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I know where that is. Just
Yeah.
further. Yeah. Got it.
Yeah. So, yeah. And Marcia said you were in Bend, and I think I think they came to see you when we were here. I think we were just leaving to come.
And where are you now?
Well, we're in Arizona, but that's just
Oh,
the winters.
oh,
My
okay.
husband and I were raised in Southern California, and after 5 years, he said, I'm not spending another winter in Oregon. Either we're going back to Southern California or we're going to go to Arizona for the winters. So we picked this because our son and his kids are in Redmond too. So
Fun.
Well, Val, you're the only one that if you'd like to share, come in and share in the circle, and we'll close out with you and get into Yin if anyone wants to the rest of the half hour.
So I'll make it quick. I'm in education too. I just left my school district job though, because I had finally gotten the job I wanted as a BCBA, and got a new director who decided they didn't need a BCBA. So I was like, all right, I'm out. And honestly, I don't know that if I hadn't been part of VFit, if I would have taken the leap to leave, because it was a really scary thing to leave a very stable position. I'd been there for almost 15 years. So I do just want to say that VFit, when you listen to the messages, it's not just the working out, it's the overall message that you can. And so if you haven't gotten that message yet, which I think all of you have, you can. So short and sweet. Thank you, Rochelle, for starting it. Thank you for Janelle and just those of you that don't know, Janelle's my sister. And she was like, you have to try this. And I'm like, I'm not going to work out. I never want to go to a gym. Gyms are stupid. Like, no, I never, ever would step foot in a gym ever in a million years. And she's like, no, you just got to try it. And I'm like, all right, fine, just to appease her. And then it was like, oh, this is really kind of fun. So I took a little hiatus, midway through, but I'm here, and it's fun. So that's it. That's all. And yes, for those, Erica, the fact that you are a middle school teacher. So I always taught elementary, and this new job that I have, I'm back to teaching. I am now teaching 7th, 8th, 9th, and 12th graders. I'm a special ed teacher. So I'm like, oh, this is fun. Never taught high school before.
wow, special place in heaven for you.
Thank you, Fran, because sometimes I'm like, why am I doing this? But no, I love the kids that I work with. They're a lot of fun. So.
All right, you guys.
That's
Thank
another
you
thing,
for.
Mel, I wanted to say I love the relationships all the trainers have with their children. I love it. I'll say, I personally train with Lindsay, and I'll say, where's Emmett? And she'll say, hopefully he's in his room, not coming in. But I kind of love it when the kids come around.
My kids keep saying, I want to say hi to Fran. They love Fran sends them gifts, but now they're falling asleep. They're like, Mom. Oh, all right. Thank you, Janelle, for hosting this.
Yeah, thank you, Janelle.
Yes.
Janelle.
You're welcome. So good to see you all. Have a beautiful night.
You
Bye,
too.
team.
Thank you. You too.